You know that feeling, right? Too much to read, not enough time. But what if you could pull out the key points of any long document like instantly? Well, today we're diving into how AI can do exactly that and save you a ton of time. Let's get into it.
So here's our game plan. First, we're going to talk about that reading overload we all feel and what it costs us. Then we'll meet our AI assistant. I'll show you exactly how to turn a simple prompt into a killer summary. And finally, we'll see the huge productivity boost you get from it.
Okay, let's start with a feeling I think we all know a little too well. That feeling of just drowning in text. It's that constant flood of reports, papers, and emails that just never stops.
I mean, seriously, who hasn't stared at a mountain of paperwork and just felt completely overwhelmed? That feeling, that information overload, it isn't just stressful, it's a massive roadblock to actually getting anything done.
So let's make this real. Here we've got a technical design document for a library management system. It's 8 pages of really dense technical stuff. To actually sit down and understand this thing, you'd have to block out a pretty big chunk of your day.
And that, right there, is the big problem, isn't it? It's the document you have to understand versus the clock that is always ticking.
Let's just be honest. Reading these things word for word is a huge time sink. Sure, it's thorough, but it is almost never the most efficient way to get what you need, especially when you're up against a deadline.
So, there it is. 8 dense pages standing between us and understanding. In a busy workday, that is a major roadblock. But what if we could just go around it? What if there's a better way?
Well, that better way is here. Let's bring in the AI assistant, a much smarter and way faster tool for getting through that reading list.
So what is this thing, really? An AI summarizer? Basically, it's a tool that does all the heavy lifting for you. It uses artificial intelligence to scan an entire document and then boils it all down to a short, simple summary of only the most important stuff.
Now for this demonstration, we're going to be using ChatGPT, but the basic idea here, the principles we're about to show you, they apply to a whole bunch of different AI tools out there. All right, enough talk. Let's get practical. We're going to walk through this whole process step by step, and you're going to see just how ridiculously simple it is to get a summary. It really comes down to just 2 steps. That's it. First, you upload your document, in this case, our PDF. Second, you just tell the AI what you want. You write a clear, simple prompt. Done.
And just look at how simple this prompt is. It's not some complicated code, it's just plain English. Create a 1-page summary in bullet points of the requirements. You're basically just asking for what you need, and it gets to work.
And this is where the magic happens. This is the big reveal, the aha moment, where you really see how powerful this is.
Just look at this transformation. On the left, you've got that intimidating 8-page document we started with, and on the right, the result of our simple little prompt, a clean, clear 1-page summary. In just a few seconds, we went from total information overload to instant clarity.
So let's look closer at what we got. Instantly, we have the core insights. We know the system's whole purpose is to automate library operations. We can see the 3 main user roles, administrator, student, and visitor, and we know exactly what's needed for authentication. These are the critical details you'd need for any meeting, and you got them in seconds. This quote just says it all, doesn't it? It's all about getting a quick, clear understanding without wasting time. This doesn't mean you never have to do a deep read again, but it lets you process information so much faster and decide where you need to focus your attention. So you see, this isn't just some neat trick. It's a real shift in how we can manage information. By using AI as your personal assistant, you can seriously boost your productivity and just make your whole workday a lot easier. So, I'll leave you with this question. Now that you've seen how easy this is, think about all those reports, articles, and documents on your plate. What will you understand faster?